Hello dear students, this is Mr. Hitesh Patel, Assistant Professor LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this video series, we will discuss subject basic mechanical engineering and today's topic is Cochran boiler and Babcock and Wilcox boiler. So let's discuss about the Cochran boiler. So Cochran boiler is a modification of simple vertical boiler. Only the difference is that in simple vertical boiler there is only one fire tube is installed, but in case of Cochran boiler the one fire tube is replaced by number of fire tubes. Okay, so Cochran boiler is multi-tube boiler. So in Cochran boiler we can see that at the bottom ash pit, grate, firebox, combustion chamber, smoke chamber, chimney, okay, blow off cock, fire brick liner, water level indicator, feed check valve, pressure gauge, steam stop valve and dead weight safety valve, chimney, all these are fitted. So let's discuss the function of Cochran boiler. So first of all, we will discuss the characteristics, specification, after then construction and working of Cochran boiler. So which characteristics this boiler have? So first of all, we know that the Cochran boiler is vertical axis boiler. The second is it is fire tube boiler. Number of tubes are installed in Cochran boiler, so it is multi-tube boiler. We know that all the fire tube boilers are internally fired boilers, so it is internally fired boiler. Next is it has natural circulation of water and flue gas. Solid as well as liquid fuel can be burnt and it is low pressure boiler. And the specification of Cochran boiler is the shell diameter is around 2.75 meter. The shell diameter is 2.75 meter. The height of the shell is 5.75 meter. The working pressure of this boiler is 6.5 bar and the maximum working pressure is 15 bar. Steam generation capacity is 3500 kilogram per hour and maximum steam generation capacity is 4000 kilogram per hour. Heating surface area, that means the amount how much area is in contact with the water is 120 meter square and the efficiency of the boiler is around 70% to 75%. So let's discuss the construction of Cochran boiler. So in Cochran boiler, we know that a smoke chamber, chimney, firebox, fire tubes, grate, combustion chamber, water level indicator, pressure gauge, steam stop valve, dead weight safety valve, all these components are fitted. In Cochran boiler, the top portion of the Cochran boiler is designed in hemispherical shape. So what is the reason behind that shape? So the hemispherical shape provide the strength to boiler to withstand the steam pressure generated inside the drum. The portion of the firebox is also hemispherical shape. The reason behind that, the hemispherical, due to hemispherical shape, the firebox comes in maximum contact with the water. Due to that, maximum heat transfer takes place. The firebox is connected to the combustion chamber with a short flue pipe, and the combustion chamber consists of number of fire tubes. One end of the combustion chamber is covered with the fire brick lining. The reason behind that is the fire brick lining or refractory bricks reduces the heat transfer loss from the boiler to the atmosphere and maximum heat energy can be utilized to convert the steam from water. From one end of the fire tube is connected inside the combustion chamber and another end of the fire tube opens inside the smoke chamber. Smoke chamber consists of soot doors for removing the ash particles from there. The smoke box is connected with the chimney and chimney is releases all the waste gases to the atmosphere. Number of mountings like pressure gauge, blow off cock, feed check valve, steam stop valve, safety valves, okay, all these water level indicator, all these mountings are fitted over this boiler. So this is the basic construction of this boiler. Now let's discuss working of this boiler. So first of all, with the help of filled check valve, this boiler is completely filled with the water. After then, necessary amount of coal is introduced to the furnace and combustion of coal takes place. When the combustion of coal takes place, after that the hot flue gases are generated, and that hot flue gases will transfer to the combustion chamber through short flue pipe. In combustion chamber, the flue gases are equally distributed in each and every fire tube. When the flue gases are transferring through the fire tube, at that time that fire tubes are in contact with the water. Okay. Here the inside the tube the hot flue gases are there, and outside the water, so it is fire tube boiler, we know that. So when that flue gases will transfer through the fire tube, at that time that hot flue gases gives its energy to the tube, and after then the water receives the heat from the fire tubes, and there is conversion of steam from water takes place. And after giving the heat energy to the water, the flue gases which are hot, now it is not that sufficient amount contains sufficient amount of heat energy, so it is waste gases for us. So all the waste flue gases are collected inside the smoke chamber, and when the pressure of that waste flue gases are higher than the atmospheric pressure, at that time all the flue gases will releases to the atmosphere through chimney. So when the water receives heat from the hot flue gases, at that time conversion of steam from water takes place, and due to density difference the steam are collected at the top portion of the boiler, and due to high density the water remains at the downward side. And the at the top portion, with the help of steam stop valve, we can take out the steam, necessary amount of steam which we required, and by this way we can produce the steam in Cochrane boiler. So if you have any query in the Cochrane boiler, then you can write down your comment in the comment section. Next boiler is Babcock and Wilcox boiler. So Babcock and Wilcox boiler are used for the marine application, and in nowadays in most of thermal power plant consist of this boiler, Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Babcock and Wilcox boiler is water tube boiler. So we will discuss characteristics, specification, construction and working of this boiler. So let's discuss first of all the characteristics of this boiler. So Babcock and Wilcox boiler is horizontal axis boiler. It is water tube boiler. It consists more than two tubes, so it is multi-tube boiler. It is externally fired boiler because the furnace is located outside the cylindrical shell. It has natural circulation for the water and forced circulation for the flue gases. In this type of boiler, solid as well as liquid fuel can be burnt. It is high pressure boiler. Specification. So the shell diameter of this boiler is 1.22 meter to 1.83 meter. The length of this boiler is 6.096 to 9.14 meter. The working pressure is around 40 bar. Steam generating capacity is 40,000 kilogram per hour, and efficiency of this boiler is 60% to 80%. So let's discuss the construction of this boiler. So in this boiler, we can see that there are number of inclined water tubes are installed, which is connected with the uptake and downtake header. Okay. So that header are connected with the water drum, and in water drum there is a water is filled. Number of vertical tubes are there installed. The reason behind that is due to inclined angle we can collect all the impurities which are inside the water at high temperature. All the impurities are collected inside the mud box, and with the help of blow of cock we can remove all the impurities from the boiler. The inclination angle is more than 15 degree. The inclination angle of these water tubes are more than 15 degree. The number of baffle is that to transfer the hot flue gas or to flow the hot flue gas in sine wave form, so that each and every water tubes comes in contact with the flue gases, and we can transfer maximum amount of heat energy to the water. A superheater is also installed at the top of the inclined water tubes. At the lowest portion, a grate or we can say furnace is installed. A stoker mechanism is there to supply the coal to the furnace. Feed check valve, water level indicator, steam stop valve, safety valve, feed manhole, all these things are installed here. So this is all about the construction of Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Let's discuss the working of this boiler. So during starting of this boiler, first of all, whole cylindrical drum is completely filled with the water. After the completion of this process, both the valve will be open, and due to that, all the water will fill inside the water tubes. After that, the coal is introduced to the furnace, and due to that combustion of coal takes place. Due to the combustion of the coal, hot flue gases are generated, and that hot flue gases will enter or comes in contact with the number of water tubes, and that hot flue gas gives its heat to the water tubes, and water tube receives the heat. That heat will be received by water which inside the tube, and there is conversion of steam from water takes place, and due to low density all the steams particles are collected at the top of the drum, and due to low density the water again enter inside the water tubes in downward direction, and this is the natural flow of water. When the when the hot flue gas will travel in sine wave form, it comes in contact with the superheater, where there is conversion of superheated steam from dry saturated steam takes place, and at the end with the help of the FD fan, forced draft fan, all the flue gases will release to the atmosphere through chimney. This is one circuit, that is called hot flue gas circuit. In second circuit, which is water circuit, so when the water receives the heat from the hot flue gases, it converted into steam, and that steam due to low density collected at the top of the drum, but that steam is not superheated steam. So again that dry steam will again enter inside the superheater tubes, and it receives more heat from the flue gases, and it converted into superheated steam. And by this way, with the help of Babcock and Wilcox boiler, we can convert dry saturated steam into superheated steam. So this is all about the Babcock and Wilcox boiler. If you have any query in Babcock and Wilcox boiler, then you can write down your comment in the comment section. I will sure solve your query. Thank you for watching my video.